he got mad at me. He didn't think I knew what I was doing, and I kind of baited it into it, baited the throw, and he's getting all up on me. I was like, look, man, calm down. We won the play. We're good. But yeah, that was a set thing that we went into for the start of the week, and it paid off for us.
You were like a man possessed for those first 20 minutes of the ball game, the sack and the pick. Did you have to kind of corral your emotions at all? Were you maybe on the brink of being a little out of control just because you were maybe so high emotionally?
No, I think the only thing with me staying under control is my celebrations. I get a little too amped up, and my thoughts just go to a dark place, just trying to think of things to do. But outside of that, I just think my number one was called more times than not tonight, and it just paid off for me.
How do you come up with those celebrations?
I used to think about them a lot. I used to give it some real deep thought of what would be sweet and what would not be sweet. And then the Syracuse game happened, and I stopped planning after that. But this year I've just tried to keep them clean, to keep them fun, and if the guys like it and it juices up the guys, then I'm doing the right thing.
Carter, you guys this team came in averaging nearly 500 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
You hold them to, I think, 105 or something. What does that say about how focused you guys were locked in?
We were very locked in. I think our backups did a great job. Our offense didn't help us out as much as I thought they were on that last drive. They got that 9 yards to go to 105 or whatever it was. But outside of that, I think just our preparation. It goes really deep. When we practice, we practiced our three deeps, and I think the preparation they go through, because they don't get as many reps as we do, but they still get into the game, and the standard doesn't change. So it says a lot for them just going in, watching the tape. They got to watch just as much tape, if not more, because they're not getting those reps. So super proud of our guys for coming in there and handling business.
What was it like for you tonight, senior night, your parents here and everything, just the atmosphere? What did it mean to you?
It meant the world to me, just hearing my name called, hearing how the crowd reacted, Muse, little things like that. I'm getting chill bumps, It's something I'll take from me forever. As long as my memory's good, I'm good, So it'll definitely be a day to think back on when I'm dealing with hard times or down in the dumps. Be definitely something I look back on and be like, that was the moment, one of my highs,
Is this team peaking at just the right time?
I think we peaked all year. I know this defense has had a chip on its shoulder. We lost a lot of great guys last year, and a lot of people didn't think we weren't going to be worth a dang. So I think we've been peaking all year. I think a lot of people thought that UNC game was kind of like our low point or whatever it may be, but I just think this team has had just the determination and drive just to prove everybody wrong and prove the guys right that did believe in us the whole time. I know our families, our fans, and things like that, they were tired of hearing it. So I think this season's just been an accumulation of that and just playing our best every week.
I'm sorry if you've already answered this, but just as a senior and kind of having those emotions, you come out, you get that interception. To come out and have a big game like that, just what does that mean to you on senior night?
It's just very, like I said earlier, just magical. Just going through this 5 years has been a long time of my life, and I'm just so blessed to be here at such a great program where I get the love and support from all these fans. A lot of places don't fill up their stadium, and I'm so blessed for that. And just having the crowd cheer my name and things like that, it'll be something I take back forever.
You've got 2 weeks until you go to Columbia. How long do you enjoy this one before y'all turn your attention to the game?
Enjoy for the night, come in tomorrow, watch the tape, correct things, and move on Monday. So it's just the same old, same old. It's a season in its own because we're so close, and it's been a very thick rivalry, I guess you could say. Now it's between blood, between me and my brother. So definitely some things to talk about. Unfortunately, he don't get to play, but definitely something we discuss here and there.
One of the things that you hear all the time about the college ball playoff is eye tests and all that. How have you guys sort of been able to block that out and just focus on playing your best here? Because I never heard any of y'all mention we're trying to prove anything, trying to show anybody anything.
I don't really know what the eye test is, so I would, these people make up things every year, just trying to get certain teams into the playoff or whatever it may be. So you can never really spend too much time on it. You just got to play the best you can play, and everything will work out if you just do that.
Tanner, this time last year, you were very open about the criticism you were getting on social media and everything, how big your family was, and helping you get through that. Now, a year later, senior day and everything, how big was that, all that going that you went through? How much did that help you today, if that makes sense?
My play today? Or
Yeah, and just
play
like
in
who you
general?
as a player today, how much did that help you?
Yeah, it's definitely helped shape me. I never really took too much into the criticism because I know it's not from within. If people were telling me within to get better, to things I need to work on, then yeah, I take that. But people on the outside, they have no idea how complex our coverages and blitzes and things like that, and that's what drives my mom and dad crazy because I tell them, they're like, was that you on this play? Is that you on this play? I'd be like, yes or no, but most of the time it's no, it'll be something else, but I'm just working my best to try to get there, to try to cover it up. So that comes into play sometimes, and if things that go bad got to fall on my shoulders, then so be it. I'd rather it fall on my shoulders because I know how to handle it than some of these young guys, so I don't get too worried about it.
And what do you remember about last year's South Carolina game and kind of how that unfolded? And I guess your thoughts going into this year's game.
Last year we did not play very well on the back end. We had a lot of bust. They ran a lot of new things at us as well, which was kudos to them. They did a really good job game planning, prepping, things like that. So we know that they're going to do the same this year. They're going to have new wrinkles in their offense and things like that. I think Ryan's a great player. I play Fortnite with him here and there with my brother, so I think he's a good guy. So we got to prepare because they do get 2 weeks like we do, so it's going to be very complex package they bring in. So I'm very excited just to be able to play against it.
You got to know Ryan some?
Yeah, we play Fortnite here and there, and him and my brother are really good friends. They goof all the time, so I try to keep it reasonable, talking to him. But no, he's a great kid, and I'm glad he's helping my brother.
Y'all talk football at all?
No.
All
He
Fortnite?
might. They might. Yeah, all Fortnite. All Fortnite. We keep it cordial in the chat. But no. They might mention their stuff or something like that, like how they wish they would have done this or that. I'd be like, yeah, y'all look good. Y'all just got to hold teams out sometimes. They're in a lot of the ball games that they're playing, so that's good. But they just got to learn how to win, and that's such a hard thing to do with new teams and new staff, and you got a new quarterback, so he's got a lot of things to learn. But I'm super excited for the things he has ahead.
What do you think about him as a player?
I think he's a great player. He's a hard-nosed dude, and that's what I admire about quarterbacks, because like you got guys like Coach V that scheme up these blitzes like you're going to get hit sooner or later, But he gets right back up and he battles through. I know he's dealt with things, media, injuries, things like that. So he's a hard-nosed dude and hard-nosed worker.
What are your thoughts on him as a Fortnite player? Who's better?
Nick says he's better than me, but I'm willing to take that to the creative level and see what's happening.
Earlier this week, you talked about the importance of your parents as part of your journey here at Clemson. To stand on top of the hill, hear your name called specifically, to run down the hill and to see them at the end. Tell me about that moment.
It's very exciting. Taking a picture with Coach Sweeney, hugging Coach Sweeney. The thing I told him was just thank you for this opportunity. Just being in front of all these fans. You couldn't wish this, even if like just 6 years ago, just going through the recruiting process. And then seeing them, mom's crying like crazy. I know Dad was holding it back. He's trying to act tough. But just seeing them, letting them enjoy this atmosphere and being on the field is definitely something they've looked forward to for a long time, and I know they're proud of me. So I'm just happy they got to share this memory.
Do you feel like this is the most complete, dominant defensive effort of the season? 105 total yards for Wake Forest. They threw for less than 50 and ran barely over.
It was one of them. I think we played really good in a lot of games. I know our first level of guys have done probably even as good or better of a job in some of these games, but things get out of control with substitution and things like that. So I think tonight, throwing in our twos and our threes, they did a phenomenal job holding this team, because they had like most of the third quarter and all of the fourth quarter. So I mean that's a lot of game, and their scheme is very, very hard. So I think it's just a big hats off to those guys.
Last question for me. Does the South Carolina game have a different meaning to you now? Your brother is playing.
Yeah, it's a little more friendly. At first, I didn't really know anybody from over there, so it was what it was, But now Nick's over there, so I got to watch what I say at home, things like that. So he don't take it to Coach Muschamp, but no, I'm looking forward to going and seeing him. I think his surgery's here soon, so I'll probably go visit him for that, or at least try to. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. And then the next weekend we have both our bye weeks, so just see him and just love on him and just enjoy our time together.
For you, a North Carolina guy, coming into this rivalry, what did you have to learn from it, and
And how did you end up building that? You got a Clemson's supposed to not like South Carolina and vice versa.
That was so Wake Forest is right by the house, probably the closest Power 5 team to me. But I never really went to Wake Forest that much. I know my brother really wanted to play there, so I went down there for his visits and things like that. This South Carolina game is just embedded into you once your first day here. It's a huge rivalry, and we're really looking forward just to playing the game. It's a great atmosphere. They do a great job with their fans, getting into the game, creating that atmosphere. So we're really looking forward to it.
What can you remember about 2 years ago and the reception you guys received and didn't receive after you left?
Over there,
Yeah.
I just thought it wasn't the best thing for the stadium and for the fans. I know all their fans aren't like that. There's a lot of good people from that area, and so you can't let one bad egg ruin the whole batch. So you just gotta move on. You accept that things happen, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of good people there. So we're looking forward to being in that atmosphere, and hopefully nothing's on the field.
What do you think? What do you think it's going to be like there in a couple weeks?
Probably
For
with
you
my
guys.
dad with a white towel rolling it in the air.
It's going to be weird, huh?
Yeah, it will be. You'll probably be over there, but it's all good. I don't mind. But it'd be super exciting. They make a great atmosphere. Hopefully it'll be a night game. That'd be cool. One last go around with them and as a night game. But it is what it is. I'm just super excited for it.
So your mom will be wearing orange, is what you're telling me.
Probably.
Well, you look for her, right?
Yeah,
That's what you always
yeah.
do.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thank you.
Tanner, when you're playing out there on a night like this where you know it's the last time you're running down that hill and everything coming together, definitely felt like some extra energy. That sack, man, that was the most perfect play I think I've seen all season. Did you play extra? Yeah.
Yeah, so that play, I can't thank my D-line and linebackers enough because they pull the back out, so it's just a clean shot for me. So whenever I get plays like that, a free blitz or a free pick or something like that, I just thank them first because they did all the work. I just got all the glory. So I was super juiced up about that. That's a big guy, so I hope he felt it. I know I felt it because he's a real tough dude. But just being able to share that energy with the fans is just why I do this.
Great bat speed too on the swing. I was definitely out of the
I
park
appreciate
after.
it. I did it my first big hit down in here, my redshirt freshman year, so I thought I'd bring it back, come full circle.
Full circle entirely. Well, right now it feels like this team too is playing at a totally higher level than what you've seen so far. When it comes to peaking at the end of the season, what you guys are doing on offense, defense, I mean, they barely got 100 yards tonight. Do you feel everything coming together in those final moments?
Yeah, I think we've done a great job all year with the great plan. I think things have been skewed, stats have been skewed late in the game that people think about or whatever it may be, but we've held teams under 300 yards the last 11 games. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. So we're definitely staking our claim as one of the best to do it. And that 2014 team, that 2014 defense was the best in college football. So that's the standard, and we got to reach it.
Terry, I'm doing a super random story on
One more question, guys.